Hello and welcome to the kickoff lesson for Fitness Fever. This is your very last design project that you're ever going to have to do, unless you want to redo year 3 again, then you get to do it all over again. Hopefully that's not going to happen. So what I want to do with this video is just explain the whole project in one short video. You can refer back to it, and if you have any questions, both Mr. von Rijn and myself, but also Mr. Beersma and Ms. von Starrenberg will be available for your questions. So we're going to get straight into it. This is a project called Fitness Fever, and as you may have found out already, this is going to be a project that you're going to do together with PHE. So it's a combined project. We call it an IDU, an interdisciplinary unit. And what you're going to do is to design, together with people in a group, you're going to design a fitness program for a specific target audience. And I'm going to explain a little bit about that now. Just so you know, everything that all the information about this can be found on Magister. We have a full rubric book, and I'll give you more information about that also a little bit later. So we're going to start with the project. It's an interdisciplinary unit between design and health and physical education. The information for health and physical education you can get from Mr. Beersma or Ms. von Starrenberg, depends who your gym teacher is. And for design you can get either from me or Mr. von Rijn, depends who your design teacher is. Now the statement of inquiry is going to be: fitness programs can help people achieve healthier lifestyle. Now, is that true? Do you know people who do fitness programs that are actually not very healthy for them? Maybe they're just too intensive. So we're going to discover that. We're going to go and design a fitness program that we think is based on achieving a healthier lifestyle. And we're going to look at, what does a healthier lifestyle mean? Does that mean big muscles and ripped? Or does that mean that you can run further and you've got more endurance? You're going to discover the best way of doing that. Some people also will look at nutrition for this as well. Okay, we're going to be looking at this from scientific and technical innovation standpoint, so the global context. We won't be doing this as some design projects we looked at. We focused on the effect that certain products have in the community. Sometimes we looked at the sustainability of things, but this time we're looking at the technique of getting fit. You'll be focused on the actual science of getting fit, and that's why we're doing this together with PHE. As I said, it's an interdisciplinary unit. That means that you get a rubric for both design and PHE. Now, how does that look? If you look at the criteria, you can see that it's split into two. On the left-hand side, you can see the criteria for PHE, knowing and understanding, for criterion A, and for inquiring and analysing is on the right-hand side. You do the same project, but we grade them in different ways. I believe Mr. Beersma and Ms. von Starrenberg have already said that there also is a test on the things that they'll be teaching you for this project. Okay, so we're going to have a look at some of the products that you can come up with. And as this is your final design project, we're not going to tell you what you need to do. It's up to you to look at your target audience and then determine what would be the best product for them for this particular fitness program. Now, some people might discover that the best product would be an app that they could generate. Other people might decide that a poster, so for example, you're making a fitness program for elderly people who are stuck inside during the coronavirus. Maybe they would prefer a wall chart, which they could do on a daily basis. Again, the more technical it is doesn't mean you get a better grade. It's about making sure that the product is suitable for your target audience. Now, some people might want to do a video. Do you want to maybe just take a look at this video?
America's best aerobic athlete.
obviously one of my favorite fitness videos of all time. However, what you might be looking at doing is something like this, and what I've put is a video of some students who have done Fitness Fever. They decided to do a video, an instruction video, so let's take a short look at that.
Hi everyone, I'm Isabel Steen, and I'm going to be your trainer to take you through this full body workout. Today we're going to be working on the glutes, your arms, your legs, and your abs. So after you've done this though, you're going to feel amazing. Okay, are you ready to get going? Awesome. Let's start with the you got 30 seconds. And extend the leg up. We begin in 3, 2, 1, 4.
Now, as you can see, these students have put together a fitness video, but it's not just random exercises. They've actually come up with, they've researched this, they've done their background research into what is the best way of doing that during PHE, and then put that into a video. Now, they put one video, but some people have come up with YouTube channels where you can get different exercises for different days. Now, that information, as I said, you will get during Health and Physical Education, or PHE, and Ms. van Starrenberg and Mr. Beersma are going to tell you all the information you need to make sure that you've got some sensible information. We don't want to be making this stuff up. You could hurt people if you come up with your own exercises. So we will also be doing the full design cycle. This is your final project, and so what we want to do is to see that all the design projects that you've done during the last 3 years, that you understand the exact process. So we're going to be doing all the strands. Now, one of the first things we're going to get you to do is to choose the target audience. You are going to look at who you think needs a fitness program the most, and then decide who that is. Now, it could be, for example, you might decide to make a fitness program for children. You might be interested in doing that, maybe group 6 to group 8 kids. You might want to choose elderly people, just try and get OPA ripped in some way. Or you might want to choose busy mums, or think of any other target audience that you might be interested in. Now, this is going to be group work, and we're going to ask you to make groups of 3. And in those 3, we're going to have a team leader, a planner, and somebody, well, we'll call them a health consultant, but maybe that can be somebody who does lots of sports or has been in sports clubs for quite a long time. You want to identify a team leader, somebody who can make decisions, and a planner, somebody who's a bit more organized. Now, once you find that teamwork for the next lesson, I'm going to ask you to do that before next lesson, and then if you look in Magister, you'll see an Excel sheet where you can upload the name of your team and the people in your team, and it has to be 3 people in your team. Yeah. So, any questions? What you'll also find in Magister is a link to the Skype chat. Both myself, Mr. Van Rijn, will have that Skype chat in Magister. You can just email us or app us at any time, or just do Skype chat, and we'll try and get back to you as soon as we can. And what I'd like you to know is that the rubric can be found also on Magister. Download it. We will not be telling you what to do when. This is your final project. And one of the things that NYP Design says is that you should be able to run your own project. So we are going to give you a final deadline, I think you just saw that there, of the 8th of June. Now the 8th of June will be when you hand in everything, and there won't be any deadlines in between, except for possibly a showcase. So make sure you're on time with your group, that you decide every single day what you're going to do and when. So the last thing I want to say is just download a booklet and before you leave, and find a group of 3, and then go to the next lesson. You can upload the names of those into the sheet. So we will be doing some upload or update videos soon for you. So like and subscribe if you want to get updates on your YouTube. And that's kind of the end of the lesson. Again, if you have any questions, get a hold of us. We'd be happy to help. And good luck. We're really looking forward to see some amazing fitness programs. See you guys.